What is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin. If you're new, happy new year. Today I'm back with one of my favorite videos, and that is my vision board video. But this year I'm calling it something a little bit different. I'm calling it a lifestyle board because I really want the things on my vision board to be like sustainable habits for me and not just like one-time things that I do for maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever. I just want the habits that I create to be really sustainable. So I want to share what I have on this lifestyle board with all of you, just to kind of, one, hold myself accountable to some of these things, and two, I know a lot of people, myself included, find it like motivational or inspirational watching other people share their goals and kind of hearing about their goal setting process and everything like that. So this is going to be a super fun video for the new year. But before we get into that, I wanted to thank Miyoki for sending me this really freaking awesome tumbler. Look how cute it is. It's purple and green. I absolutely love the contrast. It's so fun. And it's basically a dupe for the Stanley tumbler. And you guys might be familiar with my almost viral video about the Stanley tumbler and my thoughts on it. And over time my thoughts have actually kind of changed a little bit about the Stanley. I do think it's a good product, and I actually use mine a lot more than I thought I would whenever I filmed that. But what really attracts me about this tumbler from Miyoki is it's a lot more affordable than the Stanley, so I think it's a really, really nice price point. The straw is also like super nice, and I like how it has like the little silicone part at the top, and I really, really love these fun colors. There's a ton of other colors too on their website, so if you're interested in picking up one of these for the new year to make sure you're hitting your water goals, I will leave this tumbler linked down below in the description box, and you can use the link, click on it. The shipping was super fast, so I just really wanted to share this product with all of you. And also, if you're down in the description box, you may want to check out ClassPass, which is a fitness subscription service where you pay a set fee every month and you get to take different classes like yoga, spin, F45, Pilates, solid core. All of that is on there. I've been a ClassPass member for almost a year now. I absolutely love it. I do F45, I do yoga, I do spin. It's so much fun, and it's really helped me hit my fitness goals. So if you want some free credits, if you're brand new to ClassPass and you've never used it before, if you want extra free credits, then if you had just went to their site on your own and signed up, you can use my link to get some extra credits and try that free trial. So those were my little miscellaneous announcements. Now let's get into this week's video. So here's my lifestyle board. As you can see, it's pretty full. I like how colorful it is. I've made a lot of boards in the past, and I find that I like the white canvas to be the best, and then just gluing on the images. I sometimes will write things, like handwrite things, but this year I've just done printouts. So the first thing I have up here is this little quote by Mary Oliver, and it says, "When it's over, I want to say all my life I was a bride, married to amazement. I was the bridegroom, taking the world into my arms." And I thought this was kind of an interesting quote. I just Googled Mary Oliver quotes because I generally like her writing. I wanted something like inspirational to put on my board, but when I saw that, I thought that was interesting, and it kind of ties into how I am getting married in August, and I'm so excited for my wedding and to be a bride and everything like that. But I will say something that I like don't ever want to happen to me is, like, I know a lot of women, they kind of make their marriage, their like wife status, like their entire personality, and it's like when they become married they almost don't do anything else. So for me, this is just a reminder that while I'm like super excited to, you know, get married and start that chapter of my life, I also still want to like have my own personal goals, my own personality, and, you know, keep working on myself and keep having my own adventures. So of course it's more fun to go on an adventure with Nick, but I think it's also important to just, you know, like take that time for yourself and continue to grow as a person. So that's why I have that quote on there. I know it could mean a lot of different things to people, but that's just my take on it. Then down below here I have this aesthetic picture of books and writing. 2023 was a really amazing year for me. I hit so many of my goals. I got engaged. I traveled to Europe for the first time. I traveled to a lot of other places like San Diego and Austin, LA, and it was a great year travel-wise, great year getting engaged. Nick and I moved in together. We have this beautiful apartment together, and I also had a really good year as an auditor and just kind of working towards my professional corporate goals. But I will say, like, the one thing that kind of fell on the back burner for me, I think because of all of those other things, was writing. This was really the first year since I graduated from college that I was just not consistently writing. I went for like long breaks, and you know, that's okay. Like I said, I was going to Europe. I was really doing the bulk of the wedding planning in, you know, August, September, that time frame, and you know, all of that kind of made writing fall on the back burner for me. But this year I really want to be consistent with my writing. I don't think I'll publish a book this year, but something for me, you know, to kind of get back on that writing track is I want to write for 10 minutes every day in the month of January. Maybe I'll continue it on into February, maybe into March. Beyond that, I probably think it's unrealistic because, like I said, I have so much wedding stuff to do. But at least for these first few months of the year, I just want to get back into writing because I love writing. It makes me happy, and it's great. It's a great creative outlet for me. So I wanted to put that on my vision board for sure. Kind of going along with that, I also have another picture with books and coffee. And to me, I wanted to make everything on this vision board like really significant, and I think it's so great to get joy out of the little things. Like, I love getting a good coffee, whether it's from Starbucks or a local coffee shop. Just like that little act of enjoying coffee makes me so happy. So it's just a reminder to like really keep enjoying the little things, because sometimes people make fun of me, like, why are you so excited over a cup of coffee? And it's like, why can't I be excited over that? I'm just enjoying my life. I'm enjoying the little things, like the everyday simple pleasures. So I think that, you know, that is a wonderful thing, and I want to keep doing it. Moving over to here, this is like wedding stuff. So this is actually the bouquet inspiration. One of the pictures I sent my florist. So that's kind of what I'm hoping my bouquet looks like. I love the whole process of like designing the wedding and like selecting, you know, the design and everything. That's really fun to me. I also have some eucalyptus up here. I'm kind of going for like a very like elite garden party vibe. I want like a lot of greenery in my flowers and everything. Our bridesmaids dresses are sage green. I think it's just very elegant. So that's just kind of representative of the color. And then here I have a picture of these bridesmaids with mimosas for the morning of the wedding. I know it's going to be kind of crazy and stressful. We have to start getting ready at 7 a.m. because our ceremony is so early. It's at 2 p.m. and we have, you know, I think 7 people getting their hair and makeup, or 7 people getting ready. Not all of us are getting our hair and makeup done, but it's going to be a little bit hectic. So I just want to like have mimosas with my bridesmaids and take some really fun getting ready pictures and not like try to be too stressed. So that's kind of a reminder for the morning of the wedding. Moving down here, I have some pictures from Nashville. This is a picture I actually took at White Limousine, the Dolly Parton themed restaurant in Midtown. I took this picture 2 years ago when Nick and I went on a trip there. But my bachelorette party is going to be in Nashville, and I'm so excited for it. I really want to enjoy it and like really plan it, get really cute outfits to wear. When I turned 27, Nick and I went on a trip to Nashville, and I had been wanting to go on a trip to Nashville with my friends and do like really girly things for like a long time, and it just never seemed to work out. So I was kind of like, you know, Nick, you know, he was down for it. We went, we did a lot of different things, and it was so fun. But I was so excited to be going with my best friends and hitting up Broadway, so cannot wait for that. Down here is a picture of Taylor Swift in the lover era because, of course, since I'm engaged, I'm in my lover era. And this is a champagne tower. This is something I think I want to do at my wedding. I also might do like a champagne escort wall situation. I can't decide. I need to like solidify this detail, but I definitely want to do something like classy with champagne. I've also been like really into Prosecco recently. Here I have a picture of Santorini. This is where Nick and I want to go on our honeymoon. We haven't booked anything yet, but we are really leaning towards going to Greece. We considered Mexico and Hawaii as well, but I think we want to go to Greece. Here is my word of the year, and that is confidence. I used to think being confident was like being reckless or careless or like cocky and full of yourself, but as I've gotten older, I know to be confident is to be really secure in yourself and your decisions. And I think, you know, whether it's like leading a project at work or making a decision about my wedding, I just want to be confident in who I am, what I'm doing. You know, I know myself and I know what I like and I know what I don't like. And so I shouldn't be afraid to let other people know that either. You know, I just want to like stand strong, be confident, and surround myself with confident people. Up here, this is probably my favorite picture on this board. It's just this girl like taking in the flowers and smelling them, and she looks so like happy and peaceful. And I just love that because I just want to take in moments like that and just really enjoy my life. That's kind of what I'm also all about this year. Yes, being confident, but I'm also about enjoying my life, whether it's enjoying going to get a coffee, enjoying a workout class, enjoying a date night with Nick, enjoying the wedding planning process. I want to enjoy things more and like not put as much pressure on myself or be like living in this like checklist mentality. So again, getting back to more of like the lifestyle board, I want to have like achievable lifestyle habits and kind of getting away from like, oh, I have to do this many workouts a week, or oh, I have to write this many words a day. It's not really about that for me anymore. It's more about having these sustainable life habits and then being able to benefit from them and enjoy your life more. Here's a picture of New York City. I really want to do a New York City trip at Christmas time, so I put that on my board. Here's F45. I had F45 on my board for a couple of years. I was always really intrigued by it ever since I saw Julia Havens do the F45 classes, and I live super close to an F45. And so when it came on ClassPass this year in September, I started going. I've been going once a week to the strength class, and I'm lifting weights now, which is so cool. I like never even saw myself wanting to get into weightlifting. I don't know, I just kind of like decided to try F45 and I liked the concept of it, so that's how I got into weightlifting. It was not really planned, but turns out I actually like weightlifting. I thought I was, you know, a cardio girl. I still love cardio, I still love running and biking and stuff, but I also enjoy weightlifting, so I want to keep up my habits of going to F45 like once or twice a week. Sometimes I go twice a week, but sometimes it's just not feasible, but I do go pretty consistently, so I'm super proud of that. Over here is Zenergy Cycling. It is my spin studio. I love it. Zenergy is just so great for like my mood. I love the workouts, I love the music, I love the instructors. They're all so friendly, so positive, so confident, and they inspire me to be a more confident person. So something that I want to do with Zenergy is in 2023 I took 69 classes, so this year I want to get to 100 classes. I also want to challenge myself to like ride more in the second and first row, because normally I'll ride in the last row, and so I just want to challenge myself to kind of move up and be more confident, you know. Over here is a picture of like an aesthetic apartment. I love decor. It makes me really happy, and I want to continue making my apartment aesthetic and playing around with design because I love that and I think it's really fun. This is another picture of an aesthetic apartment down here, and I kind of feel like I've achieved this vibe, like a similar vibe in our living room, so I'm really proud of that. Down here is a quote that says, "I accumulated small but consistent habits that ultimately led to results that were unimaginable when I started." I think this is so true, because I think about a lot of things in my life. Like when I first started running, like I could barely run for 5 minutes, and now like 30-minute runs are like no problem for me. But it took like years to get to that point, honestly. So I know that's also the same with like writing a novel. You just have to write a little bit each day and then eventually you get there. So just with anything, I think it's always really important to take small steps and to kind of work on what you can control, because, you know, that's when things get so like overwhelming, is when you're thinking about too much or doing too much. It's just really like little everyday habits. Here is a picture of like a healthy meal. It's like a quinoa salad, which I just made one of those and it was good. I'm so proud of myself for how far I've come in the kitchen this past year. Last year, I literally could only make like 2 meals. Like I couldn't cook. I hated it. I still don't really like cooking that much, but I feel like really happy that I've learned to make a bunch of different things. I'm eating like so much less processed foods, and I want to continue to eat healthy and keep like trying to minimize processed foods, you know, eat more organically, eat more fruits and vegetables, that kind of thing, eat less snacks. So yeah, definitely healthy eating is on my board. Down here I have this wonderful quote from Sylvia Plath: "The soft water, the perfume, the warmth. I take on the colors of the flowers, the bloom, the delicacy. It becomes me." I just love that image of being so like delicate and ethereal. And then down here I have "And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good" by John Steinbeck. I think I've put this quote on here before. I can be a perfectionist. I can be really hard on myself. I'm Enneagram type 1. And a lot of times I let perfectionism stop me from achieving things or trying things. So I just have to remind myself continually that like perfectionism does more harm than it does good. You just want to focus on being good, doing the little things. Again, it kind of goes back to that same mentality. Up here, I wanted to kind of put some things that like I had achieved on here, and that is a picture of Paris. I decided to wear my sweatshirt that I bought in Paris for this video because I had been wanting to go to Europe for a really long time, and that was such a big thing, like checking off my bucket list when Nick and I went to Paris, Bordeaux, Naples, Positano, and Rome. And so that was like really an amazing experience. Make sure you check out those vlogs up here in case you guys, you know, are interested. But I just wanted to put that on here to kind of remind myself of, you know, that wonderful trip we took, and that, you know, our engagement was like basically a fairy tale. So, you know, if you told my like high school or college self that I'd be getting engaged in Paris in front of the Eiffel Tower, I would be like, no, that's not gonna happen. So, yeah, that's why I wanted to put it on my board. And then also I put a picture of an Aperol Spritz in Positano. I like really wanted to have Aperol Spritzes in Italy. That was like a thing I was obsessed with. Aperol Spritz is my favorite cocktail. So yeah, I also achieved that. So that was really cool. And then I have a picture of Danielle Carolyn up here. She's one of my favorite influencers, and I just like love this picture of her. She looks so confident, so glam. Like this is from her before one of her podcast live shows. So I think that's really cool. Danielle just makes me really happy. I love following her content, and she's very inspiring to me. Finally, down here I have a picture of Pittsburgh. I do live in the city of Pittsburgh, and I'm planning to live here for at least another year, and I want to continue experiencing Pittsburgh. I think Nick and I do a great job of that. We love going on date nights in the city. We love trying new restaurants, new coffee shops, new cocktail lounges, and you know, I just want to keep like living and maximizing my time in Pittsburgh. We traveled a lot this past year. We're not going to travel as much this year with our wedding and everything, so we have at least 4 full months here where we're not traveling at all, which is longer than we had all of last year. So I really want to use this time to explore Pittsburgh and do a lot of fun things. So that is my lifestyle vision mood board, just really about setting the vibe for this year. You know, hard work, consistency, having fun, not being too hard on myself. I think that's kind of what it's all about. So let me know, what are some of your goals, your visions, your lifestyle changes that you're doing this year? Let me know in the comments below. I would love for this to be an interactive video, and don't forget to check out this awesome tumbler here if you're in the market for a new tumbler. Maybe you didn't get the Stanley for Christmas and you want to get something fun like this, or maybe you decide you just need another tumbler because you want to hit your water goals. Whatever it is, check them out. I'll have it linked down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.